everybody. Take your seats, please. We're about to begin. The white zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. I'll sit down, I'll wait. How is everybody? Oh, you can do better than that. How is everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take your seats. We shall begin shortly. Hot diggity, it's dinner time. All right, let's get started. Are we ready? Everybody's seated. I'm like Jane Austen. I'm casting a glad eye about the room. Hello. Hi, welcome. Oh, look at this set. Isn't it beautiful? Could it get any gayer? Looks like Joanne Worley farted. Oh, you're listening. I had no idea. I was just checking. Good evening. I'm your host, Alec Mapa. You may know me from my groundbreaking work on Ugly Betty. Thank you for that smattering of applause. Oh, thanks. I was on 32 episodes. The show was produced by Disney, so I made about $32. Living the dream. I was able to buy grapefruit at Whole Foods. So are we ready? Let's begin. Welcome to our dinner tonight for Family Equality, the 8th annual Los Angeles Awards Dinner for Family Equality Council. Now more than ever, the work of this organization is very, very important to me because I'm one of the families that benefits from all the great work the Family Equality Council does. I'm a new parent. My husband and I adopted. We adopted a 5-year-old African-American boy from Compton. I'm Asian, my husband's white, our son is black. We look like the last 2 minutes from It's a Small World. People are always asking, where's he from? Is he from Botswana? Is he from Rwanda? Is he from Malawi? And I'm like, no, he's from Compton. As a celebrity, I feel it's my duty to inform people that you don't have to go all the way to Africa to adopt a black child. You can get one right here in the United States. Oh my gosh, you know, from the start we explained to our son, he came to live with us when he was 5 years old, we're a different kind of family, all right? Some people have a mom and a dad, some people have one mom, some people have one dad, you have 2 dads. And look at us, we're all different. I'm Asian, Papa is Cajun, which means he's from Louisiana, he's kind of French. We're all different. So we think about from the first day of school, he's running towards the car, and one of the kids at school says, "You have 2 dads?" My son goes, "Yes." And the kids go, "Why?" And my son yells, "'Cause we're French!" Because we're French. Our son is now 8 years old. He's been living with us for 3 years, and after 3 years of living with 2 gay men, he sounds like he's been living with 2 gay men. We were flying back from New York recently, and he asked the stewardess for a Pellegrino with lime. He was on a play date with a friend, and the mother asked, "Do you want a snack, honey?" And he said, "Yes." She said, "What would you like?" He said, "I would like some focaccia bread with balsamic vinegar and oil, please." Okay, this is the absolute worst. We were at Whole Foods, my son was misbehaving, running up and down the supermarket aisle, and I can't stand kids who misbehave in the supermarket, it's the absolute worst. So I grabbed him and I said, "Listen, this is not a playground, this is Whole Foods. You nearly knocked down that tower of kombucha. Be considerate. You are not the only person here. Settle down." And do you know what he said to me? "And the Oscar goes to..." I didn't know whether to hug him or strangle him. I was so happy and so infuriated and so proud at the same time. All right, let's get this show started. Are you ready? Let's do this! up to the stage the co-chairs of this year's event and the ones who wrangled me into this. Dan, you owe me babysitting money. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Vice President of HBO Entertainment, Casey Bloys, you know you love him, and writer, producer, author, and actor, James, a new gay dad on ABC's Scandal. Please welcome Dan Bucatinsky.
Welcome, and thank you all for coming out tonight to support Family Equality Council. I especially want to thank our lead sponsors for tonight, without whom this evening would not be possible: Centropolis, HBO, and NBC.
We also want to acknowledge other national corporate partners here with us tonight to support Family Equality Council: Target and Children's Tylenol. Honestly, I don't know which one I love more.
Also, Uribe Producing Company, Growing Generations, and Clockwork Interactive Media.
Yes, we are grateful for their support and grateful that they're here joining us tonight. But honestly, Target and Children's Tylenol. Think about it. In fact, I don't know how I'd be alive without either of you. In fact, I'm often in Target when I realize how much I need Children's Tylenol, especially when I have a coupon. All right.
Not that good.
Not even a little?
No. Okay.
Right. We also want to thank the host committee who came together, I can't do that one, who came together to make tonight a success, as well as the board and staff of the Family Equality Council, who worked so hard 365 days a year on behalf of our families. Many of our national board members are here tonight.
Also, a big thank you to Billy Butchkovitz and his team for once again donating their time and incredible talent to design tonight's event for us. Also, a special thank you to Sunny Ward, who has chaired this event for the past several years and has left a great template for us to follow.
I also have to thank the incomparable, you like that? Incomparable, like Liza, Barbara, Gaga, Mapa. I want to thank you, Alec, for being our tour guide this evening. If you have not seen the show, Baby Daddy, tonight you're going to get a small taste of this unbelievably funny and touching story about what this evening is all about: family.
Tonight we celebrate three amazing honorees.
They tell me how to project.
Oh, sorry. I'm not an actor. Tonight we celebrate three amazing honorees who highlight the important work Family Equality Council does. Whether it's vociferously standing up for marriage equality, like NFL superstar Chris Kluwe, or pioneering support of LGBT students like Dr. Virginia Uribe, or representing gay parents on network television for 2 decades like NBC with such shows as Friends, Will and Grace, and most recently The New Normal and Go On.
I am an actor. Tonight's honorees make us proud of how far this community and this country has come on LGBT parenting rights. But of course, they also remind us of how far we still have to go for true, full family equality. Obama highlighted this best of all when he said, "Our journey is not complete until our gay brothers and sisters are treated like anyone else under the law." The fact that our African-American president spoke those words at his second term inauguration is proof of our progress. But the content of his words, what he said, illustrates how the work of Family Equality Council has never been more important. And to celebrate together with you all tonight is really so meaningful. So let's begin.
Oh, I like the transition music. It's electrifying, isn't it? I feel alive. Our first presenter may be best known for her days as a cast member on Saturday Night Live, for which she earned an Emmy nomination, okay? Her extensive television credits and her starring roles in films like Superstar and Year of the Dog, however, have made her among the most renowned and well-respected comedic actresses of our day. Most recently, she voiced the character of Wanda in the animated comedy Hotel Transylvania, and this month can be seen in an arc on the HBO comedy Enlightened. I know her best as my former classmate at NYU. Please welcome to the stage, Molly Shannon.
You may have seen our first honoree Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs this year. Or more recently on the cover of Out magazine. I did repeatedly. That's one for the coffee table or something. Or you may have seen him on Ellen or the Colbert Report speaking of the importance of marriage equality and why he felt the need to speak out. But to crystallize the reason he is such a worthy recipient of an honor this year from the Family Equality Council, you only need to hear the eloquent and powerful letter he wrote in response to Baltimore Assembly Delegate Emmett Burns, who tried to stifle the free speech of a Baltimore Ravens player vocally defending marriage equality. I'll let Chris's letter speak for itself. Dear Emmett C. Burns, Jr., I find it inconceivable that you are an elected official of the United States government. Your vitriolic hatred and bigotry make me ashamed and disgusted to think that you are in any way responsible for any shaping policy at any level. The views you espouse neglect to consider several fundamental key points, which I will outline in great detail. Number one, as I suspect you have not read the Constitution, I would like to remind you that the very first amendment in this founding document deals with the freedom of speech, particularly the abridgment of said freedom. By using your position as an elected official when referring to your constituents in order to implicitly threaten the Ravens organization, to argue that the Ravens should silence Brendan Ayan-Badeo from voicing his support for same-sex marriage, not only are you clearly violating the First Amendment, but you come across as a narcissistic from Mundastain. What on earth would possess you to say something so mind-bogglingly stupid? It baffles me that a man such as yourself, a man who relies on that same First Amendment to pursue your own religious studies without fear of the persecution from state, could somehow justify stifling another person's right to free speech. To call that hypocritical would be to do a disservice to the word. Mind-fuckingly, obscenely hypocritical starts to approach it just a little bit. You wrote, many of your fans are opposed to such a view and feel it has no place in a sport that is strictly for pride, entertainment, and excitement. Holy fucking shitballs! Did you seriously just say that? As someone who is, according to your Wikipedia page, deeply involved in government task forces on the legacy of slavery in Maryland, have you not heard of Kenny Washington, Jackie Robinson? As recently as 1962, the NFL still had segregation, which was only done away with by brave athletes and coaches daring to speak their mind and do the right thing. And you're going to say that political views have no place in a sport? I can't even begin to fathom the cognitive dissonance that must be coursing through your rapidly addled mind right now. The mental gymnastics your brain has to tortuously contort itself into to make such a preposterous statement are surely worthy of an Olympic gold medal. The Russian judge gives you a 10 for beautiful oppressionism. 3, this is more a personal quibble of mine, but why do you hate freedom? Why do you hate the fact that other people want a chance to live their lives and be happy even though they may believe in something different from what you believe or act differently from you? How does gay marriage affect your life in any way, shape, or form? Are you worried that if gay marriage became legal, all of a sudden you'd start thinking about penis? Oh shit, gay marriage just passed. Gotta get me some of that hot dong action. Will all your friends suddenly turn gay and refuse to come to your Sunday ticket grill outs? Unlikely. Gay people enjoy watching football too. I can assure you that gay people getting married will have zero effect on your life. They won't come into your house and steal your children. They won't magically turn you into a lustful cock monster. They won't even overthrow the government in an orgy of hedonistic debauchery because all of a sudden they have the same legal rights as the other 90% of our population. Rights like Social Security benefits, child care tax credit, family and medical leave to take care of loved ones, and COBRA health care for spouses and children. Do you know what having these rights will make gay Americans? Full-fledged citizens, just like everyone else, with the freedom to pursue happiness and all that entails. Do the civil rights struggles of the past 200 years mean absolutely nothing to you? In closing, I would like to say that I hope this letter in some small way causes you to reflect upon the magnitude of colossal foot and mouth clusterfuck you so brazenly unleashed on a man whose only crime was speaking out for something he believed in. Best of luck in the next election. I'm fairly certain you might need it. Sincerely, Chris Kluwe. P.S. I've also been vocal as hell about the issue of gay marriage, so you can take your I know of no other NFL player who has done what Mr. Ian Badeo is doing and shove it in your closed-minded, totally lacking in empathy pie hole. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the courageous, outspoken, and gorgeous Chris Kluwe.
Thank you, everyone. I'm slightly less worried now about the one F-bomb I have in my acceptance speech. And thank you, Molly, for presenting me. I did get a slight case of sweaty balls when I heard that you were going to be introducing me, but no, it's seriously, I'd like to thank Molly for the introduction, the Family Equality Council for having me here, and every other person involved in this struggle, because it's your work that's making a difference for family and for the children that they're raising. For the children, that's something you hear the other side use a lot, and you know what? They're right, just not in the way they think. Doing this on my iPhone is pretty sweet technology. It's about the fight for gay rights. It is about the children, and it's about having access to the same laws, the same benefits, and the same protections, so these children can have every advantage and chance to succeed in life. It's about not having to worry about being bullied on your way to school or while you're walking down the street. It's about living in a stable home with parents who love each other and who just so happen to be the same sex, because every scientific study done shows that there are no disadvantages and no flaws to being raised by gay parents. It doesn't matter. It's about the world our children are going to live in and the attitudes of the people in it. Will our children grow up with tolerance and respect, treating other people the way they'd like to be treated? Or will they grow up with discrimination and hate, divided from those around them, subject to the same stupid cycle of anger and strife, the same racism and sexism that we've overcome before? That's why I wrote my letter, that's why I spoke out, and that's why I'll continue speaking out against every single hypocritical jackass who tries to use For the Children as a shield for intolerance and bigotry, as a mask for their own personal vendettas and small-minded pettiness, because those people aren't thinking about the children at all. They're thinking about themselves. So I say, fuck those people. Those sanctimonious, self-righteous toads. I say, live your own life however you want to live it. I say, love who you want, because it's nobody's business but your own. I say, treat others the way you would like to be treated, with compassion, dignity, and respect, the way human beings are supposed to act. Above all, I say, think of the children, but not with fear, with love. Thank you.